one is definitely a show winner. Best Rod, the Goldmark winner. Congratulations to Buddy Jordan, Steve Frisbie, and the whole crew from Steve's Auto Restoration. Their gorgeous Roadster, this year's champion of champions. Way to go, gang.
I'm extremely surprised and very, very proud to be accepting this award for Mr. Jordan. If you've got a few minutes, I'll give you a little bit of background on him. I won't try to bore anybody. But Buddy was 85 years old when he got this award. He's been a hot rodder since he was 16 years old. He's owned 5 Ford dealerships. He's a breeder of exotic animals. And he's just one of those guys that when he digs for water, he will not stop until he gets it. He and I hooked up a couple of years ago, and we decided to go forward with this project. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to debut the car at Detroit. And I knew what that meant. So he hoped to get into the grade A. Buddy and I got pregnant together on this journey, and we dropped the baby out of the trailer at Detroit in 2017. And the first time Buddy saw the car was when it was up on the display in Detroit Autorama, and it put tears to his eyes just to be there. So over that long journey, he had only seen pictures, and we'd had the internet. He'd seen the project in the beginning, but he'd only seen pictures, and we'd had communication through the internet. One little note that was really surprising to me was all weekend long he kept calling his wife, and finally I asked him, I said, "What are you calling your wife so much for?" And he said, well, right before he left, his female giraffe was pregnant, and he wanted to know when the baby was dropped, literally dropped. So I said, well, what's the big deal about that? He said, well, I need to know the sex of it. And I said, well, what is it? And he said, I don't know, it's got to take a pee first before you can find out what it is. So I said, okay, you got me coming. So what's the big deal about the sex? He said, well, if it's a female baby giraffe, it's worth $125,000. Get ready for this, guys. If it's a male, $25,000. So he started out the weekend with a $25,000 baby giraffe. But it all changed. So at the banquet dinner that night, he got the Riddler Award, and I was happy for myself and my shop and my crew, but I was more happy for Buddy, who had followed the car adventure from 16 years old all the way up to 85. And he would be here tonight for sure, but he had a family medical emergency that just demanded his presence. So thanks again for a wonderful show. First time I've been here. I've always had a conflicting schedule, and I did tell the new family that just don't give up on me, I'll be here. And Buddy wanted his car. He hasn't had his car home yet. He wanted it before this show, and I said, no, I gotta take it to Boise. So here we are, and thank you very much.